Hey guys, Golf Nerd here. So I saw some questions over the weekend on Facebook for Mevo Plus users using GSPro and the chip issue where if you elect to use the offline calculation, like I mentioned in a previous video, that it's causing a issue with short chips going basically straight left or straight right. So I wanted to do a quick video just to show that there's an option for folks right now to stop that issue. So first thing I want to point out, if you can see this on the screen, the version of GSPro I'm running right now is 2.0.3.2.1. So if you're watching this and that version is not the same version as you have now, then there's a chance that you don't need to do this, so that there's an official release that has fixed the issue. Having said that, I want to make sure that I show you Mevo Plus users how to correct this. It's also my understanding that the recent Mevo Plus updates in terms of firmware have made this issue worse again. So again, that's another reason why I'll step through all of these changes. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to settings. So I'm going to click on settings, and then I'm going to go to game, and then under game at the very bottom right you see this download public beta. Well, there is a public beta that's available that fixes this chipping issue. So I'm going to hit download public beta. It says update ready, please restart GSPro and restart using the GSPro launcher. Close that. Hit just save. Now I'm going to exit. I'm going to relaunch this real quick. Now it's coming up to run. See, now at the bottom of the screen you see 2.0.3.2.4 public beta. So that's how I know that it's running the public beta. So now if I go to my Mevo Plus settings, we want to ignore 45-degree spin axis shots, which is the issue that I heard is more of an issue now as a result of the most latest Mevo Plus updates. And then I've also still got the use flight scope offline calculation checked. And again, if you missed my other video, basically this option, what it does is it uses the offline calculation. So say you hit a shot and it ends up 5 yards left, it's a right to left shot, little draw, push draw or something. Well, this will just use the 5-yard left information and won't use the spin axis information, because it's the spin axis information that's coming from Mevo Plus that is in question. It's very aggressive, but the offline calculation is fine. So the offline calculation that's coming from the Mevo Plus is after FlightScope does all of its math on how they handle their spin axis. So basically, when you're using a FlightScope Mevo Plus, the algorithms that they're using to handle that spin axis that's being created comes out with a shot that's representative of what you actually hit. But when you feed that spin axis into GSPro, it's too extreme, and GSPro interprets it too literally. So that's why this use FlightScope offline calculation function was enabled in the first place, was to try to calm that curve down, because the curve is excessive. So anyway, got those two check boxes. Hit save and apply. Go back to general or go back to GSPro. Now I can just load up a local match or a practice or whatever, and those changes will be in place. And most importantly, when you get around the greens and you try to hit a chip, you're not going to see that straight left or straight right chip that's been the fault that's been happening for a while, because this public beta fixes that. Now the next time a full release comes out, this public beta aspect of the chipping for Mevo Plus will be part of that final release, so you won't need to run the public beta anymore. So I think I said it was 2.0.3.2.1. So the next time a full release comes out, if it's higher than that, that would mean that this change from the public beta is also part of that new firmware or new software release. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, hit that like button. Helps me get my videos out to more folks. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section down below. I get back to everybody who reaches out. Well, that's it for the Golf Nerd. Hit 'em long and straight, and I'll see you next time.